So going back to the new stadium plan, let's go ahead and wrap this up. What does this mean for Metro and Nashville residents? The state and the hospitality industry will contribute funding contingent on a new enclosed stadium. And so it's interesting to see the state involved and also the hospitality industry being involved. Again, we do shout out both the state and the hospitality industry, both at the Metro Nashville level and the state level. And it's just going to be interesting to see how the funding works with this contingency, especially with an enclosed stadium. From my understanding, that the stadium will be more so developed to host Super Bowls, which takes the stadium and this particular project overall to a whole new level. And knowing that local businesses, goods, and labor will be prioritized in construction and vendor contracts. And again, that boils back down in our earlier video discussion as far as, labor and businesses having opportunity for construction and vending contracts. That's jobs. So we always want to shout that out. Of course, to the Brookings Institute article we read earlier, we definitely want to shout those out. But now that we know moving forward at any point, what's the best land use and the best use of workers. And you definitely want to connect with Hylton Elite Marketing Agency when it comes to vendor contracts and working with the real estate and construction industry as we work in those sectors. And a lot of our clients and network are always looking for, especially your minority, diverse companies for contracts and opportunities. So what this means for the Tennessee Titans, and this is regarding the new stadium plan. Let's go into the first bullet. A new stadium will serve as the Titans' home, host TSU games, and feature other sporting entertainment and civic events. And that's great to see. I'm not challenging or against anything, but some things that are in the back of my mind. This is why I look forward to continuing to be at the table for similar conversations like these. And my past experience of being at the table for conversations like these, I can definitely see the funding on the Tennessee Titans side being supported respectfully yet again by TSU, also known as Tennessee State University. And I'm not a native of Nashville. I don't know the history of TSU, but one thing I noticed when I moved to Nashville, that the Tennessee State University football games were hosted at the Titan Stadium compared to being held and hosted at the school stadium, which happens to be in the historic North Nashville area, pretty much on Jefferson Street or right in that area. And as we read in earlier conversations, particularly with why we subsidize sports, there was an area here that was very important, that people who attend games or work for the team generate new spending in the community, expanding local employment. And that's very important because when the football games for Tennessee State University are on the campus or in that area, that definitely brings revenue not only to Tennessee State University, but to that immediate area, respectfully. And it may not be a lot, but that's revenue being generated, that respectfully, the revenue that's being generated at the Tennessee State University football games goes to the downtown district for the most part, because that community in the North Nashville area is having to travel downtown and spend their monies there. And what that does is it takes away the opportunity for revenue for the local businesses in that area, the local hotels, restaurants, anything that's entertainment related before or after the game. And so I think that's really, something to just take a look at when it came to what was in it for the Tennessee Titans regarding the new stadium serving as a Titans home and hosting TSU games. And so once again, I will say it's probably not the best statement, but it could be a bad joke. Some bad jokes are 70% of jokes of all jokes are true, but I don't think it's a current historically black college or university, but a former black college and university known as Tennessee State University is helping to fund or serving as a cornerstone to help make this whole project sustainable. And I'm curious to see what Tennessee State University gets out of it, because they're losing a lot by having their games taken away from their community and brought to the downtown district. Moving on, the lease term would run for a minimum of 30 years, cementing the Titans' future in Nashville for another generation. And that's good to see in regards to sustainability and just being able to prepare the local community as well as the NFL for moves during that time or during this time. Football-related investments from the Titans, NFL, and professional sales license, also known as PSL sales, will be the largest funding source. Of course, that makes sense. We broke that down. The stadium will be enclosed, encompassing 1.7 million square feet with the capacity of approximately 60,000. I'm not quite sure exactly what that means, but I do know it's going to be a larger stadium. I would like to see exactly what the 60,000 means. So if you know what the 60,000 represents, please, and thank you for putting that information in the comments. The stadium design will maximize sustainability to minimize waste, net energy, and water status. And I do want to I do want to reach out or throw out to any waste-related companies, any energy-related companies, any water-related companies that need more community engagement. Make sure you reach out to our firm. That is definitely a sensitive topic as far as waste. I've worked with a few companies in that industry. Energy, which is trending in different directions now as we move forward in this country and around the world. And of course, water, which has been in the news, definitely dealing with public relations and public safety. So if you're looking for engagement in the community, if you're waste, energy, or water brand, make sure you reach out to our firm. Definitely here to assist you on helping to make the road straight and everything smooth. And let's see, the Titans will expand impact programs and launch a community benefits platform with economic inclusion, small business and workforce development, and direct support for community priorities, which I think is great. And it's very glad to see the Titans, making an initiative to make that happen. I do want to shout out my friend, Miss Jahari Matthews, and Lionel, and of course her husband Lionel Matthews, two pillars in the Nashville community, pillars in the inner cities of Nashville, the North Nashville area as well, and just with youth overall. And I believe Ms. Jahari Matthews is leading the Tennessee Titans Foundation on the community engagement side. So I definitely look forward to seeing her continue to do what she does best when it comes to community benefits, when it comes to economic inclusion, small business and workforce development groups. And so if you are any type of economic association or brand that's looking to do a larger push as far as memberships, or looking to connect with community residents and engage in that area, make sure you reach out to our firm. Small businesses that want to increase their customer base first and foremost, you definitely want to reach out to our firm as well. We have some really great plans to help you launch your business to the next level, starting with phone call and advising, and can go all the way up to custom videos, social media management, sales funnels, and an email marketing campaign, and a lot more. So we definitely want to make sure that you are out there in front of your customer base. And of course, if you are a resident that is looking to always increase your skills by first knowing what you like to do, what you're good at, recognizing what people need and what people are willing to pay you for, or if you're a workforce development related organization that wants to attract more local residents to your career training opportunities, make sure you reach out to our firm. That's what we're here for, to bridge those gaps so that we can make sure that the system is running. Because as we looked at during this series, there's a lot of moving sensitive parts. And this is an everyday thing in many industries. So I just want us all to be aware, to get some kind of idea of how things work. And if you are a community organizer or activist, you can kind of get a better understanding of how things work. And if you're a real estate development company or brand, or deal with urban core development, just to get another perspective of a community perspective of what the community residents, groups, and leaders focus on so that you can ensure a win-win deal. Because with your plan as a real estate developer, your plan, if it's not bought in with the community, you're definitely losing money by having to hold your operation and build that relationship with the community. You're losing money every day. It definitely doesn't look good from a public relations standpoint if the media has to get involved. And so I do want to shout out as well when I see community benefits. I'm not sure how deep this goes, but I was introduced to community benefits agreements. And not saying that this individual started it, but was definitely an advocate of them, and that's my friend Odessa Kelly. And I'm not saying, again, not saying she started them, but she did push those when it came to a lot of real estate developments that happened earlier in the 2010s in Nashville, and just making sure that developers, had an agreement that they would not only produce income for themselves, but also produce opportunities for community residents through a community benefits agreement. And I want to say in Nashville now, the model has almost been, if you're developing something, because development is happening so much, if you're developing something that community benefits agreements are definitely the way to go. And so definitely want to thank Hylton Elite Marketing Agency for powering this video series. If you want to find out more information about them, you can see the link there. Go ahead and scan the QR code or visit bit.ly/E1 Learn More. And thank you for following Hylton Elite's work on LinkedIn, Instagram, as well as Facebook. Leave your thoughts to the series if you had any questions, your comments. If I missed anything, or if I was speaking out of ignorance, please forgive me. Definitely don't take anything at face value. Do your research, and I look forward to breaking down the next conversation. Congratulations in advance for your continued success, and look forward to talking with you soon. Peace.